Thank you. Holding on 4. Stand by
and we got 10 on the inside.
Right, as you join us, it's the second race in the Stannic National Championships for Group N cars. That's the type of saloons that you and I can buy off the showroom with very few modifications, with safety harnesses, maybe a driving seat or two, but generally the same as we can buy. There's the man that won the last race, 35, Terry Moss, who put it across Sarel van der Merwe, driving one of the 16 valves Golf GTIs. They were first and second home, ahead of the BMW of Graham Duxbury, the Winfield BMW, home in third. Duxbury led until the last lap when he was spun out of the way by Moss, who came tearing past him and came to the flag first, ahead of Sarel van der Merwe and the Graham Duxbury, as I say. Then it was Hilton Cowie, who was fourth over there. The start has been delayed. They've got a start delayed sign, so I think we'll have to start again.
Okay, Rob, sorry, let's get back to the start again.
We've got Jeff Mortimer. He's on the next row. He's fitted the ball.
30 seconds. As you join us for the second race in the Stannic Group N National Championship, it's Terry Moss in pole position. There he is. He put it across Sarel van der Merwe in the last 10-lap race. This one's going to be over 10 laps, 32 kilometers. There's Sarel van der Merwe right alongside him as they go away from the line. It's Moss on the right-hand side of your screen, Sarel van der Merwe on the left in the centre of the road as they come down to holes now. Nice, bright, sunny day here at Killarney. It was raining early in the day. They're on dry roads, and they're starting to push each other all over the show and just get onto the circuit where they can, too, as you see. We'll see if Moss is able to hold off the South African rally champion, Sarel van der Merwe, just back from America. He was driving in the big Lola Corvette in America last Sunday. But it's Terry Moss still from Port Elizabeth in the front, Sarel van der Merwe second, then it's Tony Viana. No, it's Graham Duxbury in third position. He was leading the first race in the series right until the last corner of the last lap when he was spun out of the way by Terry Moss on wet roads, and the two of them, Moss came past him, and then Sarel van der Merwe very happily took over second position. There's the two Winfield BMWs, the new 325 BMWs, as they come towards us, and there's not enough road for most of this field. Nice big field of cars. Some of the most talented drivers in the country are here. There's the young, inexperienced but forceful drivers like Michael Briggs and Chris Aberdein in the Volkswagen Junior team, but there's also the experience like Sarel van der Merwe, like Colin Burford, like Graham Duxbury, and Jeff Mortimer, the Volkswagen team manager. Right, that in the front is the Embassy Motors Volkswagen of Terry Moss. Then we've got number 24, Graham Duxbury. Then we've got Sarel van der Merwe. Then we've got Tony Viana, and next to the BMWs. They're coming up to complete one lap, and it's Terry Moss showing that that first race was not a fluke. They're in dry roads now. This is the debut of the Volkswagen Golf 16 Valva. They've been in the country on Monday. There'll be their 35th anniversary in South Africa, Volkswagen. They've made 1 million cars in this country, and here's one of the most sophisticated ones just getting past there. Graham Duxbury pushing his way through and spinning it out of the way. He's lost 2 places, 4, 5, 6, and he's got to get back on this road as quick as he can. Now he'll have to really drive. You can see the wet grass there. He's just not getting traction. They scrub these tyres away to take as much rubber off as possible so that it stops the tyre getting too good a grip when they try to hurtle down the straights as fast as they can. So Duxbury losing out there down in the centre of the pack, just overdid it. He pushed his way through when Moss, a very late breaker, Moss, just hung on there, and there's Graham losing it. Now it's onto the brakes. He'll just hold it on there until he comes to stop up the curbing. Very lucky that you don't turn the car over as you spin in that position. Here they come towards us now. It's Golfs 1, 2, and maybe 3. Or is it the Winfield BMW third? It's Tony Viana flying the flag for the Winfield team there. Ooh, and there's Jeff Mortimer going sideways and losing it there as he comes out of Malmesbury Corner and down this long straight to BP.
Ja, die strijd is weer eens aan, maar hierdie keer Terry Moss weer eens, het is so maklik nie. Hy die ander BMW wat nou dinge vir moeilik maak, en dit is Tony Viana. Ongelukkig daar vir Graham Duxbury wat aan die binnekant lyk het of hy vir Terry Moss wou teruggekry het, maar ongelukkig het sy agterkant uitgevly en het nie gemaak nie. Daar kan ons weer sien hoe Tony Viana se BMW ook die agterkant heeltemal uitbring, en hy word baie hard gejaag daar deur Sarel van der Merwe. Sarel natuurlik met sy Chef Corvette 3,4 liter turbo, dis wat hy waaraan hy gewoond is om te ry in Amerika. Daar is Sarel in beeld, daar kan ons sien, hier is motors met 'n hele klomp knoppe en duike van die vorige wedren. in hierdie klas, die A en B klas, het dit baie rof gegaan en die paneelkloppers van C4 volgende week. Maar dis die Golfs en die BMW's, die 325 2,5 liter BMW's wat het uitspook met die 1,8 16 klep Golfs, en dit is Tony Viana wat aan die buitenkant van Mas wil verbykom. Tony Viana aan die buitenkant van Mas wil hy het maak, maar Mas maak die deur vir hom toe, deur die quarry is die deur vir hom toe, hy kan dit net nie maak nie, maar Tony Viana hou daar aan die binnekant. Tony Viana hou aan die binnekant, so dit is nou die krag van die twee motors wat hom sal deurtrek, en dit lyk asof die Volkswagen bietjie ekstra langer bene het om die BMW agter te laat. Nou is daar by die Duckums draai, baie wyd vat langs, so die manne ry hard, gebruik die baan tot die maksimum. Want die stryd is aan en die druk is groot en Viana is amper daar aan die agterkant van Terry Moss in. Byna, en daar is Viana aan die binnekant, so hy ons sien niks nie, en Tony Viana met die BMW 325i is voor. En nou is dit Sarel wat vir Terry druk. Sarel van der Merwe in die Golf 16 klep is besig om vir Terry te druk. Hy sê vir hom, kom ek help jou, ons gaan vorentoe, en Sarel wil aan die buitekant vir my kom. Sarel wil aan die buitekant. Daar is Sarel nou in die derde posisie, maar Terry Moss laat nie, en hy wil dieselfde ding doen wat hy vir Duxbury gedoen het. Terry Moss wil weer dieselfde toertjie doen wat hy met Duxbury gedoen het, om hom aan die agterkant te druk en hom uit te swaai, maar dit net nie reg gekry nie.
Sarel says, let me have a chance at him. I want at him now if he wants to get rough with us. Here we goes, and Sarel's got a second. Sarel wants to have a go there at Tony Viana, who pushed Terry Moss right out of the way. A clever piece of driving as he went through the Malmesbury, and there's a locked left front wheel. He'll have flattened that tyre there, and Sarel is giving that Volkswagen. Look at the inside back wheel lifting off the ground. Of course, it's front wheel drive. Moss is right up his tailpipe as he comes out of there. And Sarel's got the old tricks that he learnt with Jeff Mortimer, pushing each other along, and the cars actually go faster that way. It's Van der Merwe now, throwing it in. No, but Moss says, I'm not finished either. I'll have my own go at it. Mortimer's there. The team manager's just behind them. I know it's Roddy Turner in the other BMW from Cape Town. Roddy Turner, karting champion Formula Ford, very quick in Formula Ford's overseas experience as well, Roddy, and he's starting to make his presence felt. And there's Sarel's coming back again. It's Sarel back again. He says, let me through, I want at him. And in the meantime, Viana's starting to get away. It's a BMW in the front. It's the Golf of Sarel. It's a Golf, the 16 valve of Terry Moss. And then it's the Roddy Turner BMW, the car from Cape Town. And Viana's starting to get away. And look at Moss now, right up his tailpipe, getting a toe down there. You can hardly see him behind him. That's slipstream. And look at the gang that is coming behind them. There's a traffic jam behind them as they come up the road. And what's Sarel going to do? Roddy Turner's pushing him out, pushing Moss out the way. Oh, they touched each other there. And Turner's the only way you seem to be able to get past these 16 valves is to push your way through. Camel beaters you'll need after a race like this. And there's Sarel van der Merwe, then it's Roddy Turner, and Moss now starting to try on the other side. Hilton Cowie starting to come into the picture too, it's a little further behind as they tear down past the pits. 4 laps are gone, 6 laps to go. And behind him he's got a literally Golfs all in his mirror. It's Terry Moss is behind him, Jeff Mortimer, the team captain's there, so is Hilton Cowie as they scream through the Malmesbury corner. Scream through the Malmesbury corner with 4 laps to go. And these cars are right on the limit. There's Roddy Turner. There's Sarel van der Merwe. There's Terry Moss. There's the leader. That's the first, second, third and fourth cars. And behind them, here they come. And it's Hilton Cowie and Jeff Mortimer just behind them as well, coming up the road. Right, let's have a look here. It's Terry Moss now pushing Sarel van der Merwe. Sarel's the one with the dented door. He didn't practice. He went into a tyre wall last afternoon. And Moss now says, let's try and get after that BMW. That's third and fourth at the moment. Sarel van der Merwe looking very similar. Of course, the cars, the colour schemes are similar. 27, the dented doors, van der Merwe. Then it's Terry Moss trying to go for that inside brake. He's going to make his effort now. Okay, it's a dangerous thing to do with Van der Merwe, who uses all the road anyway. And look at Sarel, wheel off the ground. That's pushing a car to the limit. Not everybody does that sort of driving on the way to work. As they come out of there, almost joined together. And Sarel desperately wants to get up to Roddy Turner, having a great drive in front of his home Cape Town crowds here. Sarel gets a little car sideways, right on the bump stops. Terry Moss right on his tail, as you see there. That's second, third and fourth drivers, as you see, going away. And there goes the Winfield BMW of Tony Viana. And also into the picture, number 25, a nice drive from the Cape Town driver, Ines Hiernis. He's also getting in there in another BMW. That second, third and fourth. Viana, to all intents and purposes, has gone up the road. Viana's on his way in the front, and we've got 3 laps to go. Just 3 laps to go. And this is the 2.5-litre BMWs, 1 and 2, the 16-valve 1800cc Golfs in 3rd and 4th position.
Dan sê dit lyk asof die BMW's hier so die oorhand het, van Terry Moss en Sarel van Merwe is daar in die 3de en 4de posisie. Sarel van Merwe 3de en Terry Moss 4de. En dan verder af in die veld, met 3 rondes oor, is dit net verder af Golfs en BMW's wat verder deelneem. Ons gaan kyk na Jeff Mortimer wat daar deurgaan, en dan is dit in die ander BMW Ian Hennis deur die Quarry draai, die BP draai, deur BP draai, en Cowie nummer 31 in die 7de posisie. So dis Tony Viana wat hierdie wedren sover voor is, met Roddy Turner tweede in die BMW, Terry Moss en Van der Merwe in die Volkswagens, Jeff Mortimer met nog 'n Volkswagen, en dan is dit Ian Hennis en Cowie. Daar kan ons sien hoe die Volkswagens heeltemal die agterwiele oplig en die voorwiele met die traksie die voorwiele heeltemal deurtrek. So Sarel van der Merwe het opgeskuif in die 2de posisie. Hy is daar verby Roddy Turner. Sarel van der Merwe nou agter Tony Viana, maar Tony Viana is daar in die verte in heeltemal voor die res van die groep, en die stryd is absoluut aan.
Right, in the picture there, Jeff Mortimer now with Eunice on his tail trying to make his move, and behind him he's got Hilton Cowie just behind him. That's Jeff Mortimer, one of the best preparers of cars in the country. He was a saloon car champion right back in the late 50s, and Jeff has been in the forefront of car racing and car rallying for many, many years, and he certainly knows how to prepare a motor car. And that's Mortimer, and that is Eunice, and then we've got Hilton Cowie all coming along. There's another BMW. I think that's Duxbury coming into the picture now. Graham Duxbury after that spinner start, but he's finding a lot of heavy traffic ahead of him. He's made up one place. He's got past Cowie. We get close to that BMW. We'll have a look there to see. It looks like Graham Duxbury there after that spinner. It's a great pity for him. And Eunice now has got all the pressure he wants from Cowie and from Mortimer, and there the others vanishing into the distance. This is Eunice from Cape Town coming up the road. And then it looks like it's Mortimer, and that is Duxbury. That could be Graham Duxbury coming up the road now. Right, the leader still Tony Viana, quite a distance ahead there, Roddy Turner. The BMW's 1 and 2. Then it's Terry Moss or Sarel van der Merwe behind him. Then it's Eunice from the Tigerberg and Jeff Mortimer. We're on the last lap now. We're on the last lap now as they brake heavily for Quarry. Here they go, and this is a tight one. These tyres get tortured here. South African rubber. You've got to run on standard tyres in South Africa, and South African manufactured tyres, and they are being tortured around this circuit. With this excitement, we're almost losing count of the laps. And look at that inside back wheel going up in the air there, waving to the crowds as he comes through there. That's either Mortimer or Hilton Cowie that come towards us. And this is the 4th, 5th and 6th that you've got in your picture. There's Duxbury now trying to make his way through. As he sped up through the field, it's Eunice in your picture. Then it is Hilton Cowie, and then it is Graham Duxbury. Right, there's the leader. That's the leader. Tony Viana, the leader in this race. And as he comes towards the flag now, just before the Dunlop Bridge, he'll have one more lap to go. This will be his final lap. Here he comes up to the line now with another lap to go. And not far behind him there's Roddy Turner coming up the road, not too far behind him. Then it's Terry Moss, and then it's Sarel van der Merwe as they come down towards you. So Viana now on his last tour as he goes around holes, and he can really throw a BMW around, can Tony Viana. Very, very experienced. 3-state champion, South African standard saloon car champion last year. He won the Stannic series last year in a BMW. He's the most capable driver, and Tony Viana can drive the big ones. He can drive the slow ones, the standard ones, as he goes around. This is the last lap. It's Viana, and it's Turner. Turner not too far behind him. Then the 2 Volkswagens of Terry Moss and Sarel van der Merwe. Then a very good drive, Eunice in the Tigerberg BMW. Then we've got Graham Duxbury after that spin. He's come from the middle of the field, and there's been an awful lot of trying very hard indeed, and somebody else getting into trouble. That was Terry Moss there, nearly losing that Volkswagen. And they just listen how beautiful it sounds as those tyres just slip their way through the Malmesbury. You couldn't get through the Malmesbury corner in a car of this type any faster than that. there's Roddy Turner, the second man. BMW's 1 and 2 at the moment. That's the 2.5 litre BM 325s. As he brakes for the last time, as he goes into BP, it's Tony Viana. Gets it sideways. Just listen to him pushing that car to the limit. And it's all accelerated. Those two wheels plant their feet firmly on the road and just pull him up to the line there. Very good win there. Indeed, he had to fight for it. Here he's flashing the victory flashing there from Tony Viana. He's just 1.5 seconds ahead of Roddy Turner. And then it's Terry Moss with Sarel van der Merwe right on his tail. And then as they come to the line now, it's Ines Eunice. He's got Graham Duxbury coming through to try and get through, but Graham Duxbury stays in 6th position. Right, there's the final order now. Tony Viana in the Winfield BMW 325 ahead of Roddy Turner. And then it is Terry Moss. There they are. It's Viana, as I say, in the 325 BM. Roddy Turner. And then number 26, that's Auto Atlantic BMW. Very good drive from that Cape Townian ahead of Terry Moss from Port Elizabeth and Sarel van der Merwe from Port Elizabeth stroke Indianapolis in the United States. And then it was Ines Eunice with another very good drive in the BMW, and Graham Duxbury after that spin in the early stages coming home in 6th position. Very, very good race in the first round of the Stannic Group N National Championships.